20 Myths versus Facts, debunking common misconceptions with humor and wit. The world is full of myths. From the absurd to the oddly believable, these falsehoods have wormed their way into our collective consciousness. It's time to set the record straight, armed with facts, humor, and a healthy dose of sarcasm. 1 myth: cracking your knuckles will give you arthritis. Fact: the only thing cracking knuckles does is annoy the people around you. That delightful pop sound isn't your joints screaming for mercy. It's just gas bubbles bursting in your synovial fluid. So crack away without fear of turning your hands into claw-like relics. Arthritis comes from other causes, like genetics or aging, not your fidgety fingers. 2 myth: you swallow 8 spiders a year while sleeping. Fact: spiders aren't that interested in your mouth. Honestly, why would a spider crawl into a drooling, snoring cavern? Your open mouth isn't a prime real estate for arachnids, it's more like a swamp. Rest easy, spiders have better things to do than take a nap on your uvula. 3 myth: the Great Wall of China is visible from space. Fact: nope, astronauts can't see it, but they can see your backyard trampoline if it's big enough. The Great Wall is impressive, but it's not visible to the naked eye from space. What astronauts can see are large areas of deforestation, city lights, and the occasional overly enthusiastic billboard. Sorry, China, your wall isn't that special from the stars. 4 myth: eating carrots will give you night vision. Fact: carrots are good for your eyes but won't turn you into Batman. This myth originated during World War II to mislead enemies about British radar technology. While carrots do contain vitamin A, which is great for eye health, they won't help you see in pitch darkness unless you're also a cat. 5 myth: bulls get angry when they see red. Fact: bulls are colorblind, they just hate the matador's attitude. The red cape, or asterisk muleta, is for dramatic flair, not bull rage. Bulls react to the movement of the fabric, not its color. Honestly, if someone waved a flag in your face, you'd charge too, especially if they dressed like they were auditioning for a flamenco troupe. 6 myth: humans only use 10% of their brains. Fact: we use all of our brains, just not wisely. The 10% myth is the bane of neuroscientists everywhere. While you're not consciously aware of all brain activity, every part has a purpose. If you are using only 10%, it's probably because you're binge-watching cat videos instead of doing your taxes. 7 myth: you lose most of your body heat through your head. Fact: heat escapes from whatever part of you isn't covered. This myth likely started because your head is often uncovered. If you walk outside naked except for a hat, I promise you'll lose heat from other areas first. So, wear a coat and pants. 8 myth: sugar makes kids hyper. Fact: kids are naturally hyper, sugar or not. Studies show no direct link between sugar and hyperactivity. It's more likely the party setting, or lack of bedtime, that turns kids into bouncing balls of chaos. Blame the piñata, not the frosting. 9. Myth: goldfish have a 3-second memory. Fact: goldfish can remember things for months, probably better than you. Your goldfish isn't living in a constant state of confusion. These little guys are smarter than they look, capable of learning tricks and recognizing their owners. Meanwhile, you've forgotten where you left your car keys again. 10. Myth: lightning never strikes the same place twice. Fact: lightning loves repeat visits. Tall structures like skyscrapers and trees often get hit multiple times. The Empire State Building is struck about 25 times a year. Lightning is like that one friend who keeps showing up uninvited, but a lot more dangerous. 11. Myth: touching a baby bird will make its mother abandon it. Fact: birds don't care if you've handled their chicks. Most birds have a terrible sense of smell. If a baby bird falls from its nest, you can safely return it without turning it into an orphan. Unless the bird's parents are watching, then you might get dive bombed. 12. Myth: swimming after eating causes cramps. Fact: it's fine to swim after eating, just don't swim like you're in a Michael Phelps race. Digestion doesn't divert enough blood from your muscles to cause catastrophic cramps. You might feel sluggish if you've eaten a buffet, but a gentle swim won't turn you into an anchor. 13. Myth: hair and nails grow after death. Fact: the skin shrinks, making them appear longer. The grim reality is that dehydration after death causes skin to pull back, exposing more hair and nails. No growth happens. This is one myth we can safely leave 6 feet under. 14. Myth: chameleons change color to match their surroundings. Fact: chameleons change color to express mood or regulate temperature. Chameleons aren't nature's mood rings. They shift shades to communicate or to cool down. They're basically walking, climbing thermometers with attitude. 15. Myth: vaccines cause autism. Fact: vaccines don't cause autism. This myth has been thoroughly debunked by science. The fraudulent study that started this myth has caused unnecessary fear. Vaccines save lives, prevent outbreaks, and do not alter neurological development. 16. Myth: you can see the Great Wall of China from the moon. Fact: even the Hubble Space Telescope struggles to spot it. The wall is long but narrow, blending into the landscape. If you want to see it clearly, you're better off booking a plane ticket than becoming an astronaut. 17. Myth: microwaves cook food from the inside out. Fact: microwaves heat food by vibrating water molecules throughout it. This uneven heating is why your lasagna is lava hot on the edges and frozen in the middle. Thanks, science. 18. Myth: a penny dropped from a skyscraper can kill someone. Fact: a penny won't become a deadly projectile, it'll just hurt a little. Air resistance prevents the penny from gaining enough speed to cause serious harm. However, a penny hitting you at terminal velocity still stings like betrayal. 19. Myth: ostriches bury their heads in the sand. Fact: ostriches lower their heads to check their nests, not to hide. This myth likely stems from a distance illusion. Ostriches don't have a death wish. They're not going to suffocate themselves to avoid trouble. 20. Myth: sharks can smell a drop of blood from miles away. Fact: sharks are good at detecting blood, but they're not supernatural bloodhounds. Sharks have an acute sense of smell, but the "miles away" claim is exaggerated. If you're bleeding in shark-infested waters, your bigger problem is being in shark-infested waters. Myth-busting with a smile: the world is full of quirky beliefs and exaggerated claims, but the truth is often stranger and funnier than fiction. By busting these myths, we can laugh at our misconceptions and marvel at the facts that make reality just as fascinating. Remember, a curious mind is the best tool for separating fact from fiction, along with a healthy dose of humor.